Caution.
So today, I'm gonna talk about what I would like to see in A New Nightmare on Elm Street Part 7. Part 7. Meaning, this is gonna take place in the movie universe, not the Wes Craven New Nightmare outside universe. So, this is how I picture it starting. You're following a bunch of people getting ready for the new movie. You know, this is what they were trying to do in New Nightmare, you know, get a new Freddy movie to happen. But, you know, it's years later, you know, rest in peace, Wes Craven. You know, you see the kids going to the theaters, right? And the very first thing you see at the beginning of the movie, it says R.E.P. to Wes Craven. So, the character version of Wes Craven has died, as well as the real life version, of course. And that's when it transitions into, well, the actual movie. Because we're going to be following the Freddy version. Not the Demon Freddy, who's not really even Freddy to begin with. But you get the point. So, what I would like to see in this movie is pretty much you're going to be following Alice and Jacob. And maybe her black friend could come back. I don't remember her name. And maybe the father. I think the father lives. Yeah, the father lives. So pretty much you're going to follow those two throughout the movie. And I don't really know what's going to happen in the movie, but I know one thing. Freddy's daughter is going to make a cameo. And speaking of, you know, cameos, I want this movie to pretty much be a standalone. Like, you don't need to watch the other movies, but I recommend you do. Because there's going to be a lot of references. No, I'm not going to throw it in your face like, oh, remember the reference from that movie or the reference from that movie? No, I'm not going to be doing that. From what I heard in Halloween 2018, that's what they be doing. They're just throwing references in your face. Oh, remember this? Remember this? No, that's not going to be... And the references are going to actually be important to the plot. Because believe it or not, I actually want this to be a story-driven Freddy movie. Believe it or not. And speaking of Freddy, I'm going to speak about Freddy. Now, Robert Englund says he wants to do one more Freddy movie. Yes. I think we should get a little more about his origins. Yes, we know pretty much about his origins from the TV show and Freddy's Dead, of course. You know, when the reason how he became Freddy in the first place is because those sleeping demons went into his body. But maybe I still think there's a little more about his origins. You can find out. Remember, Robert Englund had this idea of like the kids had how they visioned Freddy, you know. So maybe take up Robert Englund's ideas, take up some of his ideas. But the movie will end. And, you know, I'll speak one of the other references. Freddy's going to mention Jason being in space. Because we're going to get the Jason down the line. What I would like to see in his next movie. We're going to get to that. Yeah, he's going to mention Jason X. And how the movie will end. How the movie will end is it's going to be the final movie. Now I'm saying, what if this movie makes $1 billion? You know it's not going to make $1 billion, but you get what I'm saying. What if it makes a lot of money? Well, ladies and gentlemen, sucks for you. Because this is going to be the final movie. He said, oh yeah, right. He said, well, the only time in history the word final has meant something is actually Resident Evil, the final chapter. I actually believe it. Because I thought it was going to be, it said the final chapter, I was going to be like, it's going to be called Resident Evil, A New Beginning. That's why. So yeah. Resident Evil, A New Beginning. Anyway. So yeah. This is the final movie. And let's say Hollywood says, no, we're making a sequel. I don't give a care. I don't give a care what the Robert Englund wants. We're going to make a sequel. Well, we're going to have Freddy's daughter take over. No, I'm just kidding. I really don't know. This needs to be the final movie. Because Robert Englund... No, we're not going to talk about that. No. Anyway. Get your fingers up. And say it with me. Well, the prime time, bitch.